Barangay Ginebra in the penalty. Barroca with a long tom. Hits a big one.
The last 6 points of this quarter. He rejects the screen. Goes to the other side to set up his pull-up jumper.
They will be sticking with the same lineup. Barroca, Lastimosa, Sangalang, and Lucero joining him. The pass inside. Sangalang secures a bucket. An important one. That attempt inside.
Got a pass by Heading.
Barroca with a quick attack. Barroca all the way. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Barroca attacks middle. And that would be an end one for Xavier Lucero.
Not too many players can do what Mark Barroca is doing right now. Sprain, making things happen, forcing the switch, and creating that scoring opportunity for Xavier Lucero, who slowly but surely is regaining his confidence.
De La Rosa on the lead count. De La Rosa scores inside.
2 assists, 1 steal for Mark Barroca.
They go to Lucero on the alley-oop. What a connection from Barroca and Lucero. And that basket will clearly count. Section.
There was no ball pressure on the inbounder. Number 2, Poy Eram was behind, rather was on top of Lucero, who was closer to the basket and caught this in mid-air. Good way to end the quarter after being held scoreless for nearly 5 minutes for the Hotshots. But still behind by...
Enciso rejects the screen. His pass went behind the back, and it is lost. The numbers for Magnolia. Barroca again.
Stops A7. That is the way they play, and that is something that is innate to the Magnolia Hotshots team.
And that will prompt first time out of the game for the TNT Tropang 5G. They're down 13-10 as we head into this break. Mark Barroca starting off well with 2 buckets early in the match. A 69-69 deadlock. Navarro hits the layup.
Personal foul. And remember that Magnolia was in team penalty in the previous quarter that enabled TNT to go to the line.
Now the question is, who will spearhead the offense for TNT now that Calvin Ostana will have to take a quick break? Great cop from Lastimosa. Jordan Heading lost his man. Looking for a friend, finally delivering to Barroca, asking for a screen coming from Lucero.
Nice pass.
What a cut coming from Xavier. Pinpoint pass from Barroca. Sir.
I was about to say BGR has kept the offensive score or the offensive output of Lucero to a minimum.
Mark Barroca. Ian Sangala. Now Mark again. Mark on the attack, and Mark Barroca. That has not worked out here. So here is Mark Barroca. And Sangalang driving an Enoch Valdez.
And you can see
Japet wasn't looking for the pass. Barroca, simple move. Basket and one this time for Mark Barroca.
runner. This is really a patented Mark Barroca shot here.
Barroca will try to push, looking for some early offense. Goes for the basket and scores. Foul's going to be called here on Barrientos.
He gets something on the low post here against Barrientos every time. Barrientos is defending him. Mark.
That was close because it was an open shot for Nelly. Great cut, great play from Barroca to Peter Alfaro right there.
And honestly, the biggest difference in this game so far.
It is. It is the biggest key for them to why they have the lead right now.
And that would be a foul here for Mark.
And Barroca made sure he made the shot this time. It was...
Well, they do lack the size, but definitely do not lack the bodies on the rebounding front. Here's Mark Barroca, faking out his old teammate Gio Halalon. Gets that to fall with the friendly roll.
Beating right there, and Mark Barroca just too smart. And he converts on this floater plus the contact.
Mark Barroca, such a
Wiley. Double team now. Forced to pass out. Abueva goes on the drive. Kicks it out to De La Rosa. 1 second to shoot. Barroca beats the buzzer with a three.
Again, the excellent ball movement. Really beautiful to watch.
We'll take another look at it. But from our angle, it looked like he was able to release it right on time. And it is indeed counted 37 points for the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots in the opening quarter as they are up by 15 against the Blackwater Bossing. He has 21 humongous first half points.
Alvin apologized to the bench for that, but oh, what a shot by Mark Barroca that time.
Came too quick for them. And now he will go inside. Sneaky play there. Good cut from Rom De La Rosa. This game. Lastimosa with a high ball screen with Sangalang. Pass lands with Barroca. Difficult jumper. Somehow it falls.
In the nick of time, that advantage over his defender.
Look at this shot. Look at how high up Mark Barroca had to release that.
And that was with just 1 second on the shot. Although he can hit that shot, but that wasn't an open shot.
With that flyby move coming from Mark Barroca, he completes the highlight with a bucket. Lastimosa slowing things down now. Gives the ball up to Sangalang. Barroca uses the Sangalang screen. Mark Barroca, the one-hander signature move.
I know that word. Remember? Sometimes.
Escoto, well, you called it, Coach Roddy. He's really been phenomenal so far here in the first half.
He has been the best player on the offensive converge. That's one thing Magnolia has done. And then the late closeout by Ambohon.
Barroca, they go down to Sangalang. Ian, triple team, puts it up anyway. Not bothered there by multiple defenders. Now with Lucero, here's Barroca. Barroca. Back to Lucero. Skies and stretches for the layup. Barroca. Nice pass over to Rome down low as they convert.
Another extra pass.
Yep.
Another prize find coming from Barroca. Time and again, he's caught the defense snapping, and his teammates have rewarded him with those inside conversions.
It is 63 to 56 in favor of the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots here with 10:52 left to go.
Of the Philippine Cup, including a 5-peat. And only one of the other 3 champions did not have to go through the San Miguel Beermen to win it all. That is how consistent he is, courtesy of this 3-point shot in transition. Great location from Mark Barroca. And the second.
Lassiter was wide open to his right.
Ribes hands it back to Barroca. Ribes inside. The layup is gone.
And that's how good Barroca is as a playmaker. Shots not falling.
To trim their deficit down to 4 points, 40 to 36. Lastimosa goes baseline. He passes, gets the ball back. Corner 3 for Jerome is good. Great ball movement there from the Hotshots. Lee crossover against Rollano. Paul to Barroca for 3. It's on!
And then a big shot converted by Mark Barroca on the return play. Foot on the line.
Tiny, tiny piece of his shoe on the line. Milking the clock. Now he needs to attack. Barroca! Long shot! It's good again!
It doesn't matter how many shots you miss throughout the contest.
Lastimosa fakes. And then the defense of CJ Perez could not recover in time. Barroca sinks another big
Time in their last game against Meralco.
very big. Talking about the performance of Tyler Tio. We'll get the numbers in just a bit. Pero sumunod naman ang Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots. Here is Zave Lucero on the drive, handing off to Mark Barroca. He'll try a triple and he'll get it.
Is adjusting. Here we see the ball movement. Penetration by Xavier Lucero.
and then finding an open teammate in Mark Barroca. That means he got
58% clip for the Magnolia Hotshots, 11 of 19.
and a lot of three-pointers. And not only that, they're also now allowing a lot of perimeter jumpers off that floater. What is nice is, look at this. This extra pass and the counter-attack by Barroca. He found himself open on that floater. The way Magnolia prepares against the defense of the Fuel Masters, if it's a zone, they have a certain attack. High-low play involving this guy right here on a high-low option, as if on cue. Is the ability of the coaches to sell whatever program they want and for the players to buy into it. And this is so special, the way Magnolia is playing right now. Not present offensively. And another offensive attack against the same person. This time, no need for him to use the screen. It was just his movements, his wiliness, his change of direction. So the freshness on the legs, still very obvious because of the rotation of Coach Chito Victorero.
Oh, Mark Barroca getting it done again. Hits the deck hard.
No need for him to use the screen. It was just his movements, his wiliness, his change of direction.
Giving the Zamboanga duo and Mark Barroca and Peter Alfaro some burn here as Barroca sails to the basket for an easy layup. Barroca, feeling it, pulls up for three and makes it. 5 straight points for Barroca. Barroca trying to get away from Pringle. Barroca left wide open. And he's still hot. Perfect from the field.
That's a lot of miscommunication right there. Jose is in the ball game. Ooh, Barroca gets away for 2.
What a shot fake there by Barroca. Got Banquero.
Quarter 1. In their last huddle, active consultant Coach Nena didn't bother drawing any play up and took the time instead to call his players out for not defending whatsoever and allowing Magnolia to...
Just what the doctor ordered here for the Bolts, especially coming off that timeout. Barroca, floater will drop.
Yes. Break that run. Good matchup here in the post.
Barroca will bring it closer and kisses it off the glass.
And that rotation cost because they tried.
Navarro against Kelly Williams. He's trying to post up.
Nice.
Issues a pass to Mark Barroca. The runner is
like
good
that.
for 2.
Wrong foot and all.
Good shooting performance in their last game. Can he make up for it here as Barroca signature one-hander in traffic?
Mid-range master.
With Rexona High School, it won't let you down.
5 points in 2 possessions, not just on the defensive end, but even in offense. Grosser has been big.
Both coaches forcing the other to adjust to the personnel they have on the floor. Now Barroca goes on the drive, the signature one-hander. It's good for 2.
Basketball at its best. You have a pick and roll on one side, and then a shooter spotting up on the other side. Aram hitting him on the roll.
Mark Barroca. Class is permanent for Mark Barroca. Sometimes he doesn't even need to score to be effective. Great hands there from William Navarro. It's a 3-on-1 break. Mark Barroca saying, is anyone jumping? No, so he'll score. Mark Navarro, second chance, no good. Mark Barroca comes away with it. Quarterbacking here for the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots as Mark Barroca, the spin and the finish. Navarro, now back to Navarro. Barroca, swing that around. Rome de la Rosa finding a cut in Mark Barroca. Ian Sangalang against the big Ramirez. Ramirez, it's tough to move that man, but Mark Barroca there to bail them out and cue the timeout for Coach John Wichico.
On the board, so it puts a lot of pressure being behind 10 points for Northport with only less than 5 minutes left.
Mark Barroca. Oh, he lifted that up and in. As Joshua Munzon made sure that Magnolia couldn't enjoy that lead for any longer. Mark Barroca, quarterback here, gets Franu on the ground and finishes off the glass. And here is Mark Barroca. Mark Barroca on the attack, gets free of everyone, and sails in for an easy 2. Mark Barroca up top. Barroca gets free and shoots over Sidney Onmubere. Mark Barroca, once he starts heating up, coach, people forget that he likes this matchup against Jim Mamuya. He knows he has the strength advantage here. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Mark Barroca, the fadeaway jumper is good. Mark Barroca now. It's almost patented when he goes up like that, Coach. Mark Barroca on the attack. We all know that Gian Mamuyak's a good defender, but Mark Barroca is slowly going away because of plays like that. Mark Barroca